as the sun comes out on cue. Finally, welcome to our public auction here at number 13 Christian Court in Rowville. For those that I haven't met before, I'm your auctioneer today. My name's Sam Babalis. Thank you for your attendance today, particularly those that have turned up in a bidding capacity. We want to wish you the very best of luck. I think when you talk about homes maybe on the shopping list, it's fair to say that this one would tick most of the boxes on your wish list. It's certainly a home that would accommodate a growing family, and given that beautiful self-contained unit at the back, which is very hard to find, lends itself to maybe teenage accommodation, in-law accommodation, work from home scenario, or a great little investment. Maybe a good little B&B for someone, or a little investment rental property. So, ladies and gentlemen, there's income to be sought. Whatever your reasons, I commend the property to you. I thank you for attending today. Lisa mentioned to me, who's been the listing agent, many of you have met during the campaign. We've got Jaden here, Cece and Stephen. We proudly represent Harcourts from Rowville. If you've got any questions today, don't be shy, ladies and gentlemen. We're here to help. We don't want anyone leaving today with any regret. So it may have been a while since you last bid at an auction. I'll read through the auction rules shortly, so you're familiar with those. But if you need some help, again, we want what you want, and that is to buy the property today. We're not here to create any sort of boundary or obstacles. Ladies and gentlemen, legalising today's sales is standard real estate in Victoria contract of sale. It's been expertly prepared by Superior Conveyancing, that are the vendor's legal representative. The contracts today state that we are Harcourts, and a big thank you to our vendors for engaging us to sell their home. We are the most active agents, certainly one of the most successful in Rowville and surrounding suburbs. So if you're thinking about selling, I'd love to chat to you after the auction. Ladies and gentlemen, you're buying here today the property you've just inspected, which is the land and all the improvements, better known to you and I as number 13 Christian Court in Rowville. Its legal description is described in the attached copy and plan. It's described as being lot number 29, volume 10127, folio 798. A lot of numbers. It just means you buy the land and all the improvements with all the chattels as far as fixtures and fittings going, and they are the fixed floor coverings, light fittings, the beautiful window furnishings, dishwashers, sun blinds. It does exclude the Bose speakers on the ceiling. Many of you may have noticed in the self-contained unit, so we want to make sure that you're familiar with those. What's it worth? Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's why we have auctions. That'll be determined by your bidding here today. I can tell you that our vendors are not testing the market. They've set a very realistic reserve price when you compare homes that have sold recently, the comparable sales have been on display, and the statement of information to help guide you in arriving at a figure that you think is a fair price. But that's why we have a competition, being an auction today for the property. Calling for a 10% deposit with the balance to be paid in 90 days from today's sale, unless prior arrangements have been made with Lisa and the team, and if that's been the case, we will honour those if you are successful during the auction as the purchaser. So price, ladies and gentlemen, determined by your bidding, balance 10%, settlement 90 days. The settlement date will be the date upon which vacant possession shall be given, namely upon acceptance of title and payment of the whole of purchase monies. And today's date, ladies and gentlemen, is today's date of sale, the date of the auction, which is 26th of August 2017. With regards to the general conditions, I'll take them as being read. With regards to the special conditions, I'm required by law to read the auction rules out. It states the following: that today's auction will be conducted according to the rules, and any additional conditions that were made available for inspection before the start of the auction. The vendors today have set a reserve price. As the auctioneer, I'll indicate bidders on request. The law prohibits false bids, major disruptions by bidders, and it prohibits bidders attempting to others from bidding, and provides fines for such conduct. The rules permit vendor bids today. The words I'll use during the auction to indicate I'm making a vendor bid is simply the word vendor bid, and by law only I, today's auctioneer, am able to place a vendor bid. Ladies and gentlemen, no late bids will be accepted once the property is deemed sold and knocked down under any circumstances. If there's a dispute, that'll be at my discretion to resolve that dispute. Haven't had one for a long time. We will give you ample warning when and if we reach our vendor's minimum price or position, which is known as the reserve. So you don't need to yell it out. I'll let you know when we get there. And ladies and gentlemen, of course, if you're here without your husband, wife, any other person that has an interest in today's purchase, just let the team know to come in and place the words "and or nominee" next to your name. The substitution clause in a contract allows you to nominate another party that may be absent from today's proceedings. that you can incorporate into the contract, and you can do that right up until 14 days prior to settlement. Plenty of time to work out what entity or name it should go in alongside yours. They're the special conditions out of the way. With regards to the vendor statement, pretty straightforward, folks. Total outgoings to the Knox City Council, $1,753.10 to be precise, per annum. Your water rates are charged and metered on usage as they are in your own current homes. We are zoned General Residential Zone Schedule 2, which is one of the highest forms of zoning that you can get, not just in Rowville, but certainly Melbourne. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, the most important document in the contract, that's what you're actually vying for today and will own as the purchaser, the title, which shows not only do we have a beautiful residence here, which stands proudly on a wonderful allotment of 578 square metres of blue chip real estate. So we're giving you an extra 1 square metre than what's been described on the board. 23.84 metres by 18.70 metres boundaries as described on the attached copy. So ladies and gentlemen, again, a wonderful home, a terrific opportunity. Before we call for your bidding, it'd be rather remiss of me not to say a couple of very quick words about the home on behalf of the vendors. It's one that's been very much loved, and I think testament to our vendors in just the care and the quality of the home and just the floor plan. When you walk through, if you've got a growing family, ladies and gentlemen, this has well-proportioned rooms, a very cleverly designed home, obviously that will accommodate, as I mentioned earlier, a growing family. Plenty of room at the front here, being the office as it's been currently used. It could be a smaller bedroom for someone, but you've got a beautiful formal lounge come dining area that flows wonderfully into that kitchen meals, come rumpus room where you can watch TV, the heart of the home. Ladies can sit there cooking, watch the kids play safely in the backyard through the windows there. It certainly has a warm and fuzzy feeling about it. Upstairs you've got 4 excellent sized bedrooms, an enormous master bedroom complete with its robes and of course that huge ensuite. And of course then, as we have been saying and very much publicised, it's getting incredibly difficult for these young kids to buy real estate in Melbourne. Well, as they come of age, maybe you can work out some sort of mortgage payback system here, throw in a self-contained unit, get some rent back, whatever the case may be, ladies and gentlemen, it's there for you. Perhaps you've got some in-laws. Perhaps you're caring for some folks, your parents. What a great way for them to have their own independence, complete with the kitchen, the beautiful fully tiled floor-to-ceiling ensuite. You've got the double shower in through there, and of course it's even got its own separate entrance around the back here through the court. Folks, I would commend the home to you. It ticks all the boxes. It's got all the modern conveniences that you'd expect, heating and cooling, when you're talking about spending the sort of money you may have to spend today. But the home, it gets better than that. You've got this beautiful court location, and let's face it, you're always paying a little bit more of a premium to buy in a court, and that is the peace of mind that the kids can come out and have a game of cricket with the neighbours, a game of footy, and the only screeching you'll hear is that of their bicycles, the brakes of their bicycles, not the main traffic. The location, well, 681 and 682 bus on Lavinia Drive is there for you, accessible. You've got obviously Heaney Park Primary and Rowville Secondary College, the closest schools from this very location, and Liberty Avenue Reserve, Wellington Village, Stud Park Shops, a hop, skip and jump from this very spot as well. Heaney Park Primary only around the corner. Again, ladies and gentlemen, convenience with a capital C. I would suggest to you that this is the ingredients for the perfect real estate transaction. You've got accommodation, location, court location, and again, this is almost a turnkey home. Buy here today, turn the key, and enjoy it in 90 days. Folks, I always say at an auction, never focus on the price, because the prices you pay is what you pay today, but it's the value that you'll get for many years to come, and the joy of owning this wonderful home, as is proven time and time again on our data. You can never go wrong with bricks and mortar, particularly a home as elegant and as well cared for as this in such a great spot. I've said enough, ladies and gentlemen. We're here to sell. My question to you buyers is, are you here to buy? Because we're here to sell. So, which brave soul, astute judge, would like to get proceedings underway for a sensible start at that, if I may, for this wonderful home here in Rowville Christian Court? Start me where you will, I'm in your hands. Did I mention what a lovely quiet location it was? Come on folks, I know Collingwood's not playing just yet. You've got better things to do later on. You haven't come out to see me today. I'm awfully flattered if you have. I'm here to help you. Interest rates lowest in history. We're coming into a spring market. It's going to get busier. It means more competition. More people selling, more people buying. This is your opportunity right here, right now. Can I see an opening bid and start? Start me where you will. You look like astute judges, as I mentioned. Statement of information's been inside. I'll tell you what, if you're a nervous bunch, your silence will only encourage me to keep talking. As my wife says every morning, stop talking, let me talk. So, I'll start your way with the vendor bid at $9.50. I'm looking for an increase in 10. That seems like the sensible place to go. At $9.50, the vendor bid with me now. I'm looking for a better bid and offer from yourself. At $950,000, we'd like to bid me $960. You need to bid to buy, folks. Hands in the pockets or arms crossed aren't going to buy you today, and I promise you at any other auction. Show us your interest, hands up in the air, yell it out. I don't mind as long as I don't miss it. $950 for this home. I think there should be arms and legs going up at that sort of money, almost a Mexican way. 950 is the bid. Are you all finished? Silent, you're done. First call, $950. Come on, don't be shy. Here to help. $950 then. Second call. Quickly. Don't miss it. $950. $950,000. Last chance. Third. Final call. At $950,000. Looking for a better bid and offer. Come on, folks. This is almost 2 houses for the price of one. What would it cost to buy a 1-bedroom unit in the area, along with another 5-bedroom home? You do the numbers. This all makes sense. But I know the more you think about it, the more it starts to make sense, but I need dollars here today to help you buy. $950 then, back to you now. Last chance. Call it 3 times. Once at $950. Twice at $950. Third. Final call. All finished. Certainly silent, but are you done? At $950. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me explain to you how we'll proceed from this point. There is no decision to be made at $950. It is a vendor bid with me. So, we're not going to go inside and seek instructions because we won't let our vendors sell it for that. If you want to buy here today, you haven't been to one of our auctions before, let me explain to you the law. It states that if you're the highest bidder at an auction, we will disclose the reserve to you exclusively before we go back to every other party. I don't want to have an auction after an auction today. There won't be one, I promise. But it allows us to open slather talk to all parties interested if I do not have a party inside talking to me exclusively. If you've come here to buy, 99% of the time a home is sold to the highest buyer after an auction. Don't get into a secret envelope situation after an auction if you don't bid here today. If you want to buy it, you need to know you're interested. You need to bid now. Otherwise, happily, on our recommendation, we're going to hold over and have private negotiations with everyone that has expressed interest today. $950 then, as I mentioned, last chance, I'm after $960. $950,000 then, first call, last opportunity. If you want to buy it, you want to be the highest bidder, you need to show your interest now. $950. Second call, quickly, at $950. Third and final opportunity. Don't come up and say, Sam, we're interested, because you won't have that exclusive right. You need to be the highest bidder. $950. Third, final, last chance. At $950,000, are you all done? Silent? You out? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I only encourage you to come in and have a chat to us on $950 vendor bid. We are going to hold over for private negotiations. If you have interest beyond $950, that'll be the platform from which we would encourage to have a chat to you straight after the auction Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, we're happy to bid you a wonderful and safe weekend and go the Pies. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy your afternoon. Have a safe day.
Thank you.
Thank you.